Former Bungie community manager Lena Rupert caught lying about getting assaulted by gamers.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What?
Here.
What?
So in this video, I'm going to be talking about a very bizarre situation involving a former community manager for Bungie and a current community manager for Fallout. We've seen all kinds of ridiculous behavior in the gaming industry, especially when it comes to the type of people like Lena Rupert here.
Dude, why is this so widespread throughout the entire industry?
Who love to be the center of it.
And not particularly this situation. There's just all kinds of weird stuff. There's like a situation where a Batman artist was filming guests, including children, in the bathroom at a party, which he's not facing fucking anything for, and he should be in the wood chipper. Am I allowed to say that? Too bad. There's the Pokemon situation where the guy was the same thing, had a camera set up in the bathroom recording people. Like, what the fuck is with that? Why is that two situations from similar types of leftoid freaks, you know?
Attention, and worse yet, will do anything.
She put her account on.
You got the thing of Blizzard, and you got this. Well, the thing is that Blizzard was a lie, but that's the point. They fired everybody over a lie.
Victim as well. In the past, we have seen game devs, community managers, writers, etc. do everything to make themselves the victim by faking hate messages, hate reviews, all kinds of things like that before getting caught in 4K. But I've never seen anything quite like this.
What is
where
this?
Lena Rupert recently tried to claim that she was attacked by Destiny fans at a convention.
What the fuck?
Now you can see the community note that would be applied dispelling her lies, because after going viral and having her arm twisted into telling the truth, she finally admitted it didn't happen at the convention, and she really has no idea if this was Destiny players or not. And
what the
I thought you were talking about the streamer Destiny. Okay. That's even weirder, man. Destiny players, like they're just like a mind virus cult. Are you kidding me? That's not how that works. There's not just like Destiny fans out there in the street creating havoc and starting riots because Destiny 2 got ended. What are you talking about here?
When she was finally confronted on the truth, and even the convention itself spoke out against her, she would private her account. She did what every good journalist does these days. They make something really stupid in a post, and then they immediately lock down their account the second they get any accountability.
And you know that she's just going to be traded within the industry just like everybody else. She's going to keep her job. She's going to still stay at these places.
And also, locking your account with 500,000 followers is like barricading your door with a pencil. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
but before we get into all the recent stuff, here's a little history on Lena Rupert here. As you can see, she is a former community manager for Bungie, but a current one for Fallout. And she is community manager, narrative writer, influencer.
Dude, I fucking tell everybody all the time, Ashish Sharma has not done enough. Needs to get all of these freaks out of the games industry. Really, I want them out of my country. Deport them all. Deport all these commie freaks.
Influencer manager, PR, marketing, and event planning expert.
So she's a worthless bitch.
Yep.
And here's some of the brands she has worked for, and yes,
we got a lot of them.
That's what I'm saying, man. Dude, they get passed around. Every fucking company. She's just gonna go work somewhere else.
Deep into the industry. Now, of course, like many others in the industry, she has a seething hatred of white people and men. Here's just a small compilation of her tweets about white people and men. Here's one saying you can't be racist against white people. And then in response to a complaint from a gamer saying sounds about whites, then down here.
That one's funny. I'll give her that.
You're calling someone a mouthy little white boy.
Can you imagine if somebody said a mouthy little black boy? Can you imagine that? Oh my god, they would be fired so fast. It's crazy how white people put up with this amount of disrespect, and we don't equally. We need to chimp out. We do. We need to chimp out.
The problem with that is we're fucking reasonable. Well, the good kinds of white people. Obviously, this is a white person saying this shit. But, like, if I said whatever the fuck she said, reverse it with black boy, the people who follow me who are black would laugh at that.
In a big way.
And then over here, blaming white men for all the problems in the industry.
Yeah.
Here saying F him and F all white folks like him.
Yeah.
And then also just saying more ridiculous stuff about white people.
What a stupid
And of course,
bitch.
I don't know for a fact. Maybe she identifies as a different race. This is the gaming industry
Yeah.
in 2026, but she looks pretty white to me. So besides the blatant racism here and the misandry, she seems to be another self-hating white person, which to me is one of the most pathetic things you could ever be on the planet. On top of that, she's a hypocrite, because of course she is. And others...
You should only do it as a joke. You should only hate your own race and other races as a joke, only. If you actually feel these feelings, you are a retard. Unless you're, like, going by percentage, then sure, whatever, man. 85% of every race sucks.
Situations where her friends were being attacked, she said it's never okay to use race as a personal attack, despite having an entire compilation of her doing just that to other people.
I don't know why anybody would even try to, like, I mean, again, we all know that these people are super hypocritical. You're going to have a million examples of them being hypocritical because they don't have any values other than trying to tell everybody else what to do.
By other people, I mean white people.
Yeah.
Now, before we get into the current stuff, you have to understand that Marathon is the sort of backdrop of that, and I also want to give an update on this absolute dumpster fire of a game. We all know the player numbers for this game are atrocious, and Sony sunk billions into acquiring...
What are they now? They're 95% down from the player base from when they started, and they already started low. Dude, they're at 5% player base numbers. That's fucking insane.
Bungie to make this game their future. And with less than 2 million copies sold, things are looking very grim. Not to mention the very disliked decision by Bungie to reallocate their resources from Destiny 2 over to Marathon. And how did that work out for them?
Well,
right now, Destiny 2 is sitting at 35,000 in-game players.
Like a month after
an
that release,
astoundingly good number for a game that is literally dead. Like, there's nothing else coming to this game. It's over, and yet people are still funneling into this game at a rate that is around 10 times that of Marathon. Now, speaking of Marathon, the shills are doing everything in their power to continue to try to pump some life and good PR into this game. You can see shill posts like this saying Marathon has been...
You know, it's kind of funny how Marathon themselves aren't doing these kinds of rallies. It's the players themselves having to do it. It's kind of pathetic.
I don't even think this is a shill post, honestly.
Resurgence of players with the release of their PvE mode to the game. This tweet being posted about a week ago. And you can see this.
That's not a strong resurgence, by the way. They spent so much money on that studio in this game.
Strong resurgence to 14,000 players, by the way, with a massive introduction
not a big deal.
PvE mode. And overall, how's it doing today, a week later? Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Can't understand why they hate men.
fuck.
A lot of women have negative experiences with men that they try to externalize and then put on every other man. That's usually what happens. And then they also do it because they think that they can get away with it. It's like a way of social messaging. Women do consensus-based social messaging. A person like that would probably be talking about how great Hitler was if Hitler won World War II. They don't really have any values other than consensus messaging. You shouldn't look at them as anything other than just obnoxious, attention-seeking retards.
The in-game players, ladies and gentlemen.
Really
the
what they are.
Future of Bungie. What a great investment by Sony right here. They've made such good decisions. They pulled all the right levers.
Yeah, these people, whenever you get them together and they start talking to each other, it's like, man, men are such pigs. They like to go out there and sexually assault people and say racial slurs. Yeah, I was sexually assaulted by a man. Well, I was sexually assaulted by a man 5 times. Well, I was raped. Well, I was raped 5 times. Oh, I feel so bad for you. That's what these people are like when you get them together. They're just gassing each other up off of retarded shit.
With these series of decisions, but as you can see, going down here to the max chart, not like the cropped small time frame that we saw in the shills post, this is the massive resurgence that he was talking about.
Yeah.
The massive resurgence.
Well, it did double the player base.
14,000 players.
Didn't matter.
Only a tiny fraction of the number we saw
then
in
also
release.
it went down even
what
worse.
happened? After that resurgence, it actually dipped lower than before PvE mode was introduced. That's how bad things are for Marathon. But wait,
it's over.
Do not introduce
Steam
DB numbers or Steam charts, anything like that, because Marathon shills will threaten violence on you. Yes, they're totally not insecure, and they're totally normal people defending Marathon to this degree. But let's get back to Leanna Rupert. What's her connection? Well, of course, she is a former community manager for Bungie, and when...
Isn't that weird as fuck that this girl is going around saying that, like, so wait, is what she's saying that the company that she used to work at had a fan that, like, was violent to her in real life? Like, I mean, I'd say that's, like, I mean, I don't think it's defamation, but it's, like, just super, like, that's insanely unprofessional to do. Like, who the fuck says that?
She saw all this discussion about Destiny 2 and Marathon, she felt the need to weigh in, saying the only way to keep Bungie alive is to support Marathon. Yes, they were literally begging...
Let's listen to a community manager about that. That's like listening to the secretary about what a legal firm should do. Actually, that's not true. Secretaries at legal firms generally have legal experience. A secretary at a firm that has nothing to do with that. This is like a janitor. You're a janitor.
To go play Marathon, and it's the only way to save Bungie. Don't you want to save the billion-dollar corporation? Go spend your money on Marathon. Yeah, ridiculous. Obviously, this had a very negative impact. People were clowning on this, and you have the related post like this, where a user asked, if you can really give me with a hand on your heart, your word, that this really has an impact, I'd buy Marathon in an instant and spread the message as we all need Destiny 3, and then...
How pathetic, dude. I need Destiny 3. Dude, there's so much out there. You don't need Destiny 3. I don't get it. I don't get this, like, fandom bullshit where you attach yourself, your whole life, your whole identity to a game, like Asmongold did with World of Warcraft for the longest time, but he healed. He got better.
Then Leanna responds with a hand over her heart, ensuring that you should go and...
Also, bro, you need to fix that hairline. Holy shit.
...buy Marathon, even with the subtle promise that it might get Destiny 3 to actually happen. And then we have this series of interactions that is downright embarrassing, where eventually you can see Leanna claiming that the acquisition of Bungie by Sony was an emergency acquisition, and that Bungie was already below the red line before Sony acquired them, which...
There's no way a community manager has the detailed information about the complexities of a merger that's that big between executives.
Especially somebody who lies so much.
Like, I find that to be very unlikely.
Like, even if she was telling the truth, she has no idea what is actually going on. Because it's really all about investors and money exchanging at the top. It's not even about Bungie. It's about Sony's investors.
I can only imagine how low that red line is now.
Let's be
real. Eventually they say...
By the way, this girl is one of the people... Like, these are the fake jobs that are invented to employ women. Like, every single, like, skill set that she has, none of them increase shareholder value.
Exactly.
It's all just worthless fake jobs so they can feel good about hiring women.
The funny thing is about...
The international investors really got into that for a little while. They thought that they could change things, and it just made everything worse, and they're going to be pulling back from that very, very soon. Or they're going to crumble. I mean, I don't think they want to crumble. We're already seeing it.
PR, marketing, you know, fucking, what was the other one? Community management. Nobody cares about this garbage. Discord management. What are we doing? Yeah, HR. Yeah, it's female daycare. Yeah, exactly.
The truth, it is what it is, whether you like it or not. Remember that.
Yeah.
Okay, remember about the truth, because we're going to see what the truth looks like in just a second.
Yeah.
But Leanna also said you're entitled to be wrong and that they'll remain committed to the truth, because unlike them, they have access to info, including direct access from leadership and legal.
If you actually had access to leadership and legal and you were talking about it in a way that was legitimate, you'd be violating any NDA that you sign whenever you leave any company.
Yeah.
This is common sense. Everybody knows this. Every reasonable person knows that you're not going to share public information like this about the nature of a big merger like this. I mean, what do we even, like...
Also, is she an executive? No? Then she has no idea what's going on.
This is insane that it's even happening.
She's talking about what she's seeing, and that's not really what's going on.
So now we shift over to what just transpired, and shout outs to Smash JT for getting the screenshots here, and also, I think, leading to the truth here by pressing Leanna, him among others, of course, but you can see his tweet sharing a screenshot. Former Bungie community manager Leanna Rupert insinuates she was attacked at GCX.
This is
immediately backs off and acts like everyone misunderstands her after it goes viral. All they do is lie. They want so much to make gamers the bad guy on their crusade to co-opt the game industry. Speak up, speak out, meme them into the ground. Screenshot credit to this user. So here is the screenshot, right? It begins by saying some Destiny players really hate me.
Wait, she's actually lying.
With a screenshot of Leanna with a cut on her forehead.
Girl, what happened?
That by itself might have passed as a joke.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Obviously, Destiny players do not like Leanna. And whatever happened here, this incident left this mark here. And you might say, oh, it's just a joke, saying, oh, see what Destiny players did to me, they're really mad.
Yeah.
But it's this confirmation that makes this a gigantic lie. So someone says, girl, what happened? And Leanna responds saying, I got cornered twice at GCX. Making it abundantly clear to anyone being objective here that she is heavily insinuating that she was attacked by Destiny players at GCX.
I mean, she's saying it. What happened? And I mean, like, that's insane. Can GCX retaliate for defamation? I don't think nothing's realistically going to happen, but I do think that this should get you blacklisted. And the reason, like, I always, ever since Notch called me out for that, I think about it every time I say it. But why they should do that is because not only is she, like, whenever you have people that are posting injuries on social media saying, look at me, I just got assaulted at this public convention, do you know what I would be thinking about? I would be thinking to myself, wow, I don't want to go to that public convention. I might get assaulted. So, yeah, she's making the convention look bad, and she's also damaging Bungie because she's implying that she got beat up by some Destiny player, which means that Bungie has, like, violent people in their community or something.
Yeah, I think that she just needs to be absolutely blacklisted from every company. I think all of these people should be.
Like that.
I've been saying it for a long time.
Very obvious.
We would have never got to this point.
Based on the context. And I feel very bad for GCX. It sounds like they had a
I think every gaming corporation needs to hire me as a consultant.
Great event. And now they have this post going viral claiming that someone was attacked by Destiny players at their events, and they had to weigh in, saying, just clarifying here now that we've spoken as several people are pinging and reaching out, this incident did not occur during the event, but at the airport, and we advised to contact Orlando Police Department or the equivalent airport law enforcement agency.
Yeah.
And that's coming from the director of event safety.
Damn, she got fucking owned in real time. Holy shit. I love X.
And security. So
it was literally a lie that damages the reputation of Bungie and also of the event organizers, just so this girl can have some, I don't know, a sympathy post or something about this? Oh my god. What a horrible person.
They are very clearly disproving what she was initially claiming, that she was cornered and attacked at GCX. No, whatever transpired here was at the airport. Completely separate area.
What
and of course, people are still defending.
Causing problems for no fucking reason, dude. And a bunch of low IQ retards, IQ 85 morons, are not even, they're just going to run with it. Even if they see confirmation, they're still going to run with it because they don't care.
Leanna, even though it's been...
Wait, what? A game dev friend was physically assaulted at an airport because an attacker, a player from a game she used to, quote, work on, hates her. If you find yourself wanting to harm someone because you don't like them personally or a game they work on, move the fuck on. How does she know that it was because of Destiny?
Proven. She was lying and trying to basically farm this event for pity and...
Oh my god.
A victim mode for likes and sympathy. You can see this person say, a game dev friend was physically assaulted at an airport because the attacker, a player from a game she used to work on, checks notes, hates her. If you find yourself wanting to harm someone because you don't like them personally or the game they work on, move the F on, get help.
Yeah, where's the evidence that it was a Destiny fan? Even if somebody said they're a Destiny fan, like, what? What? Acting like this is what Destiny fans are like? Give me a fucking break. It was just an insane person.
So even when it's proven she was lying about the event, or at least trying to misrepresent where this all occurred, putting this event
pull this girl's Twitter
into hot water, by the way, people still defend Liana and confirm the narrative that it was Destiny players that found her in real life and assaulted her.
Who the fuck even... like, why are you even saying that about Destiny players?
And here's my thing, when it comes to the truth, if you're lying about one thing, it's very hard to believe any part of your story. So if you're lying about where this took place and only confirmed it was at the airports...
And all of the other trash with the white racism and stuff like that, self-hating white person, it all just adds up to this being a psychotic cunt.
When you had your arm twisted... including by those working the convention, I have to start questioning your entire narrative. That is the normal way to look at this, right? If you're lying about one thing, how do we know you're not lying about everything?
Exactly.
And of course, after GCX made their post, you can see Liana saying, I deleted because I realized how misleading it sounded. I got cornered twice while at GCX is what I should have said. Kind of hard to dispute that. It was a Destiny player when they were shouting how I ruined the game.
Oh, okay.
So they're still going with the narrative that it was a Destiny player.
I don't believe you.
But
I think that's enough for me to assume that it was a Destiny player. I do. I think that's enough.
They're admitting that they were being...
A Destiny player. It was just a fucking retard who played Destiny. That was it. Acting like this fucking... With that kind of wording, it makes it sound like Destiny players are out doing this shit.
Misleading with their initial post, and I think that was exactly their intent.
Realistically,
how else do you say what Liana said without trying to give the...
I also, by the way, she's probably lying that they even said that.
Yeah.
She lied about this happening. She said it was at the event. The event had to come over and correct her. She's probably lying about this, too.
I bet it was an immigrant. I bet it was a Muslim. And she just thought of something else, because she didn't want to say who it actually was. For clicks. For validation.
Impression
guaranteed
that they were attacked by Destiny players at GCX. But of course, they would get hit with a notes, and W community notes, as always, clarifying that this incident occurred at the airport, and how did other people respond
She wasn't attacked by a Destiny player, she was attacked by a street monkey.
To this.
Yeah.
Saying, Orlando is a big city. She called out players, not the events. She even clarified it didn't happen at the event.
She clarified that it did happen at the event. She said at GCX. That's at the event.
That should be enough.
That's the event.
You just created that claim out of the ether because you have some kind of bias against her. Do better. They're still defending her at this point. The shills will shill forever, ladies and gentlemen. But how did all of this drama end? Well,
this is why I don't make replies and shit like that whenever I see something bad, because I don't know if it's come out that it actually wasn't. It was actually all fabricated. I don't get into tiffs like that. I don't insult people online. I will insult creators and studios and corporations and shit like that. But that's different.
Well, you already know. She would private her account.
Good.
And again, privating with 500,000 plus followers is...
If she privates her account, we'll wait for her to unprivate it, and then we can make content out of her. This seems like a very obnoxious, unlikable person. I think that we can get a lot of content out of this person.
Just, what is even the point? It's literally just to play the victim, right?
Excellent.
It's like,
this
look at me,
lovely.
I'm hurting right now, I'm being attacked, I'm privating my account. It's really just shallow and just, again, the victim mentality, the desire to be the center of attention and the victim amongst these people in the gaming industry is so prevalent, and it's so intoxicating for them that they will make up crazy stories.
I see myself as a victim. I am a victim of the world, the entire world and everything in it. And whenever you get to that level, you just don't fucking care anymore.
And only say the truth when they've had their arm twisted and are basically forced to tell the truth. And even then, they still play the victim. But anyways, that's going to do for this video. If you enjoyed, please consider giving the video a like, consider subscribing and turning on notifications for daily uploads, as well as multiple streams every week live here on YouTube. But overall, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
How fucking embarrassing, bro. How insanely fucking embarrassing that you go out and, yeah, there's the video right there. Any basic logic? Let me look at this right now. I'm going to pull this girl's account up. So what was it? Dirty frickin' hippie? Was that it? Let me
and then,
see it.
Is it still
Dirty
locked?
Effin'. Okay, let me pull this person up.
Guaranteed.
We're going to find him. There we go.
Verified.
Wow. Yep, account still protected.
Verified with the account protected. How about that? That's so weird.
Yep. Would have never expected that. Blue hair classic. I know, guys. And these are the people that we have allowed into the gaming.
That means that only people that she's following and are following her back can see her posts, and she's still posting, or is she just not posting at all? I don't really know how that works because I leave everything wide open. I don't block anybody even, unless they're obviously a bot.
Community, and they are now part of the community because of the need of creating equality in the workplace. Is that we have invented fake jobs, community managing, marketing, and all this other bullshit in order for these people to feel like they're doing something. I'm helping. I guarantee you, if it was just like Twitter and Elon fired 80% of these people, nothing in the company would change. Actually, that's not true. It would probably run better.
Agreed.
Blue Sky, same name. I don't know who this person is on Blue Sky. I have no idea. Is this her website? I mean, I don't even know who this... Yeah, like, community manager, narrative writer, influencer manager, PR, marketing, event... Dude.
I just want to point out this thing that says host, event planning. Do you realize how much money they spend on these events and these parties that are for, like, content creators... and for insiders, and for the game journalists like Alyssa Mercante, like Anita Sarkeesian, people like that. She's not a game journalist exactly, more of a consultant. But still, like, these parties get thrown for all these people. Tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars for each one. Often foreign countries, usually.
Media accessibility. Like, dude... This is the biggest list of fake credentials that I've ever heard in my life.
Even ghost hunting.
Oh my God. These are the exact type of job specifications that absolutely need to be removed. Like, it's so many fake jobs. Yeah, it's the she has the Infinity Gauntlet of fake jobs.